800 CHAB is proud to present Ask the Expert. Here's Rob Carney.
With our insurance expert, Greg Marcyniuk, and today we're talking traffic. And Greg, police agencies across the province, in cooperation with sponsors from time to time, step up traffic enforcement with certain focuses. And over the course of the last couple of weeks, and for a couple of more weeks, the enforcement is being stepped up on seatbelts and child safety seats. And, sir, for good reason.
Exactly, Rob. Just a little story here. Last summer, there was a beautiful day in Regina. All of a sudden, a driver ran through a red light, and a lady and her young son, her name is Andy Kriegel, smashed the side of her car. In fact, it was so bad that the car rolled over onto its roof. And thanks to restraints, both Kriegel and her 3-month-old son, Kai, were safe. Kriegel said, she couldn't believe, she was screaming the whole time. She ran out, got out of the car, turned around, and they were upside down. And there, her son was calm as can be, as if he had just gone through an amusement ride. It's a good story to the end of what could have been a very tragic situation. Neither of them suffered any injuries to speak of, and the biggest thing is that what she did is she took her car and car seat into an SGI clinic, had the seat checked out, and made sure that it was proper for her son, and thankfully she did. So really encourage people anytime there is a seat clinic to make sure that they do get this checked out. In fact, in 2012, in total there were 48 deaths because of people not being restrained, and 292 injuries just in Saskatchewan alone. That was in 2012. 2 of the deaths and 92 of the injuries were involved with children under the age of 7. 14 of the children were injured, were not restrained at all, or were improperly restrained. And 28 of these children were belted, but they were not either in a booster seat or in a proper seat that were appropriate for the child. So basically what's happening in cooperation with SGI, the police this month will be paying particular interest of people wearing seat belts, as well as people that have not got their children properly restrained in the vehicle. Now, wearing a seat belt and having babies and toddlers restrained in the appropriate car seat is law in Saskatchewan. And again, this summer there's going to be a new law that will be taking place in June, where booster seats will be mandatory as well for children under the age of 7 and less than 4 feet 9 inches and under the weight of 80 pounds. So if you don't do this, basically what can result if the police do catch you is a $175 ticket and 3 demerit points under the SGI Safe Driver Recognition Program. And as soon as the new booster law takes in effect, it will also result in a $175 fine for non-compliance. So again, it's very careful that a person takes the time, gets your car seats just for your own safety, wear a seatbelt, and specifically for your kids, because, just for one little instance could change a lifetime. And just as far as results in February's Traffic Watch, where they were looking at for distracted drivers, there was 316 tickets that were actually given out, 240 for cell phone use. Again, remember, cell phones should not be used while driving. 65 tickets for texting, and that's pretty scary as well, and 11 other distracted. So again, be aware of what you're doing out there. Don't use your cell phone, don't text, and buckle up, both you and your children.
And you can get more information on Greg's website.
That's correct, nohassleinsurance.ca, or come down here at the corner of Fairford and First and see any of our fine people here.
This has been Ask the Expert on 800 CHAB.